Hey everybody, it's Eri from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I'm really going to take you for a spin today in many different directions. First, there is this Globe Newswire. They are owned by Intrado, and somebody, a fraudulent user with an account, issued a fake press release today for Litecoin, and it was expected that Litecoin would be used for payments at Walmart. Well, that shot the price up like 20%, only to be corrected with a notice to disregard that about 2 hours later. Yeah, unfortunately, it was just a fake. And so if you are in this space at all, you probably know about the waybackmachine.com. This is where you can take a look at a screenshot that is archived and usually see the original web page, even if the web page has been taken down. So this is what that release looked like, and it ran wild for just about 2 hours. Well, luckily, Litecoin is still able to eke out a gain. It's up 4% or $179 at the time of this recording, but this is just so typical in this space. All right, I am on the heat map, and the market is up. Yeah, it's moving in a very strong direction. Some alts going incredibly strong with their advances. Solana, Polkadot, Algo, Atom, Quant, HBAR, Tezos, so many. For me personally, it was Galacoin that gave me the nice surprise. If we take a look here, Bitcoin is just over 46,000. It's really trying, but the rest of the market seems to really want to move up. All right, the written testimony for the hearing that takes place tomorrow with Gary Gensler, it's out. It's 10 pages long. And of course, he starts with, "These views are my own." I mean, really, seriously, when are we going to have these people start to take responsibility for what they say, especially those that are in the lead or at the top, the head, the buck stops here kind of people in these regulatory positions? I just don't get it. Well, he does get into it quite quickly that the new financial technologies are changing the face for investors and for businesses. He does that on the first page. And then getting into page 4 and 5, it's all about crypto and his overlapping role with the CFTC, the Department of Treasury, the Office of the Comptroller, etc. I think he's recognizing that there is a lack of consistency, I'm sure, among all these agencies. And he gives that come in and talk with us spiel again, calling himself neutral in regards to technology. But honestly, a lot of nothing here, except there was a red flag that I see he's zeroing in on stable coins. He's calling them stable value coins. I'm not exactly sure why. I did some research and I can't find the reason why he has inserted the word value. And I'm especially sensitive to that today because the former RippleNet engineer is the co-founder of Trustline. Trustline is the creator of the crypto-backed stablecoin that is going to be used on the Flare networks. And there is some big news that came out from Trustline today. Matthew Rosendine says that possibly, potentially, there is going to be the first Bitcoin-based stablecoin. Yeah, crypto has come a long way. So can you imagine that this backed by Bitcoin is a possibility and that it will transact on the XRP ledger? And it will do so on the Flare networks. This tweet came out just a little over an hour ago. This is what you call face-melting combination of technology. There are 2 other former Ripple executives also that are in the news today, and they are going to use blockchain and stablecoins to power this very unique $1 to $20 value payments. Former VP Jeremy Light and the former Senior Payments Director Richard Bell, they're teaming up together to cap the transaction fee at 1% versus like 20% that retailers have to pay on a very small payment like $1.38. So this is really going to be, I think, wonderful if they can pull it off. And why wouldn't they be able to pull it off? They've had one of the best training grounds in the world working for Ripple. They're going to get their technology done in Q4, and they will first launch in 2022 with this coin that will be backed by the British pound, and other countries expected to follow in quick succession. The platform is called Ping and Pay. Now, everybody always is asking, what blockchain are they using? Will it have the use of XRP? I'm not sure. I do see that they're going to use smart contracts. I am sure that they'll have a wide array of choices to get the job done. They know how well XRP transacts and how it can have additional savings when it comes to liquidity going across borders as a bridge. So we're just going to have to wait and see, and I'll be watching. All right, I want to point something out, and I'm not doing this to drag you through the weeds or make you feel angry. Actually, I'm doing it because part of this video, I want you to feel opposite to the fact that I'm going to point out. We're looking at the Hinman deposition. This is page 32. And what I want you to see here is Hinman was asked about Mr. Wright being affiliated to him in some way. He was asked. Now, we can't see what his answer is because it was redacted, but I can tell you that this is Mr. Wright. He is Professor Aaron Wright, and he's now teaching at the Cardozo School of Law. And in 2018, well, we see here that there was an article that featured him, and check it out, how big law firms are working together to influence how blockchain technology will operate in the future. This is 2 months after the Hinman speech. And at that time, Wright started a company that he calls a spoke of consensus. It's a real-world digital contracts platform for Ethereum. And here you can see Hinman and Wright together at a fireside chat in 2019. And there were some outlandish comments from Hinman. Again, I'm not doing this to make you feel horrible or angry because I have a point here. Hinman, of course, said you need to first build out your infrastructure, then you can offer a token. It could save you heartache down the road. Well, we all know that that's exactly opposite to what Ethereum did. And also that laws don't provide bright line rules for determining what is or isn't a security. So he's even admitting there is no clarity. He recognized that this can create difficulty. So he even says it himself. Now, hopefully, what I want you to feel from this is the same amazing happiness that I get in supporting Flare networks so passionately. And also projects like XinFin that had a massive announcement today, a major network update to a testnet which improves their scaling. The huge problem with Ethereum, allowing for smart contracts with near zero gas fees, and in 2-second finality. The reason why is because Flare networks and XinFin, they are going to outperform Ethereum. So when I see these kinds of advances and announcements, and I see that Hinman and his buddies are stuck with, unfortunately, a technology that is not as good. It's lesser performing. I feel happy. Yeah, I feel happy. And as Emi Yoshikawa, Vice President of Strategy at Ripple, she schooled the Japanese audience yesterday on YouTube. And it was good. She had this excellent example of how ODL, the on-demand liquidity, works, where the digital asset XRP is used as an option in those certain corridors to further reduce cost. Yeah, only those liquid corridors, and there are a few that are building out and increasing all the time. And someone commented that the pictures are good in fairy tales for children, trying to imply that it was just a pretty picture. Well, I had to instruct him to use the 3xrp.dev site. This is full of XRP on-demand liquidity data. It's tracked by @shortthefomo. And particularly in the whale watching section, which is a premium service, that is a section that's most interesting to track who is moving what and where. So I just think that if you are focused on ODL, not only is ShortTheFOMO someone you want to follow, but you want to get into this site. The data that's being tracked is really showing us so much. This is why I did a video last time on the African corridors. It's from all the information that is coming from these tools. And speaking of Africa, SBI Africa president is building out that business. The end of this month, there is going to be a new used car sales office, and it's going to offer microfinance and leasing for taxi drivers. Yeah, it's on its way to Nairobi. And when you take a look at the SBI Africa site, this is the SBI Motor Japan in Africa, and it has offices in Tanzania, Zambia, Mozambique, in the Congo, South Sudan, Uganda, Zimbabwe. I really am so happy to see this, because in the last Investors Relations presentation that was given by Mr. Kitao, the CEO of SBI, he said that he was going to start shopping for a bank in Africa. And he's building out the demand for more payments corridors. Yes, he loves to use XRP to bridge those cross-border sales. It's just all of his moves are so strategic. And he was in the press again on the 10th because he did an unsolicited takeover bid on a bank here in Japan. He's being called a lot of things, but one of the positive things he's being called is the child of wind and clouds, because he is sweeping change. And this is a this is the kanji, and I just thought this would be a great fun way to wrap up in a fluff, and that is the conceptual meaning that is used with these characters in combination together. So he is the savior for these local small banks, pointing to that move that he made on the takeover bid of the Shinsei Bank. So this first kanji is wind, the second kanji is cloud, and the third kanji is child. So if you literally translate, the child of wind and clouds. Somebody had replied in this that he is a wind bender. Yeah, I loved that conceptual translation as well. The deep meaning of kanji. It's so fun. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.